Today I'm talking about different neighborhoods in Washougal, at least the ones that I know about, so I apologize if I leave some real good ones out. I have done video overviews of Washougal before, so if you want to watch the first one, use the link above. I think it's this side, maybe that side. And I also did a video on the great new Bigfoot Park in Washougal, so use the link above to check that out too. Thank you for watching. I make a new video on life and real estate here in Southwest Washington every week. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss a video and turn the bell on for notifications. I made a super handy dandy handout to go with this video, so if you have feet on the ground and you want to go explore these neighborhoods and have a drive around, it will be a little bit easier to navigate with this handout. If you're thinking about making a move to this area and you want to chat, please feel free to reach out to me. My phone number and email address are in the header above and also in the description below. Just reach out, happy to chat. Best neighborhoods in Washougal. I've done a lot of research on this. I did not do drive-throughs. So if you're looking for that, come back later. Maybe I'll get there. First one, Lookout Ridge. The most popular neighborhood, in my opinion, is Lookout Ridge. This neighborhood is mostly built out, but there are still a couple of lots available. These homes overlook the Columbia River, so homes on the south side of the road tend to have a pretty incredible view. I sold a house up here last year, and here are some of the photos of the view that the seller collected over the years. These homes start in the 800s and they go up to about, I don't know, $1.6 million, maybe a little bit higher. Schools. Although this is a Washougal address, it is Camas School. So as you get over on the east side of the neighborhood into Granite Highlands, you will kind of cross over this imaginary boundary line where it becomes Washougal Schools. Amenity-wise, there you have a neighborhood park, views, close to downtown Camas, really close to Woodburn Elementary School. If you have kiddos in school, that's very convenient. These homes were built in the early 2000s and newer up to just brand new homes. Still construction going on in there. Right next door is Granite Highlands. This is just east of Lookout Ridge, but solidly in Washougal School District. Price point starts a little bit less than its neighbor to the west, with home prices starting in the 700s and going above $1 million. There are different areas of the neighborhood where it is pretty obvious that there are different builders and build quality. A portion of this neighborhood was the Prada Homes location in the early 2000s, and those homes are obviously very nice, very custom, nicer than the more production quality homes in the neighborhood as well. Homes in here were built in the early 2000s and through the 2010s, with a few homes that were built more recently as well. There are not as many view lots in this neighborhood, but some homes still have great views of Mount Hood and the river. Sunset Ridge. This neighborhood is located on the east side of Washougal. Price point wise, it starts in the mid 400s and it goes up through the mid 600s. The schools are all Washougal schools: Columbia River Gorge Elementary, Jump to Guard Middle School, and Washougal High School. This neighborhood has some great amenities such as a clubhouse, a pool, which I think is a pretty big deal because we really just don't have very many public pools around here. They've got a playground and a gym. There is an HOA fee, but it isn't really bad. It's just $61 a month. I've seen lots of other HOAs that have that just for like front yard maintenance. So $61 a month doesn't seem like that bad of a deal. They were built in the 2000s, some up through the 2010s. Greenview Estates. This is a pretty new neighborhood. I like the location. It's on the west side of Washougal and therefore easier to get to 162nd, 192nd for shopping, and also to downtown Camas. It's also very close to the Washougal River. It's a mixed neighborhood of townhomes and single family homes. Price point wise, the townhomes in here start in the mid 400s and go up through the 600s. The single family homes in the neighborhood are priced from the mid 800s to above $1 million. Schools, Washougal Schools, Hathaway Elementary, Jump to Guard Middle, Washougal High School. There's only one middle and one high school in Washougal, so for the rest of these neighborhoods, I'm just gonna point out the elementary school. In terms of amenities, it has quick access to Highway 14 and is also close to trails. Year built, all of these homes were built in 2020 and newer, so if you are looking for newer homes, then this would be a good option for you. Here's another neighborhood to consider, Summer Slope. Price point wise, it starts about the 500s and goes up through the $600,000 range. Schools, Gauze Elementary School. These homes are up on a hill and have some great views. So this is something you're going to notice as you drive around Washougal. Lots of hills. I actually just showed a home in this neighborhood yesterday, and that house in particular was a garage under floor plan. So you have your garage, you got a staircase up, and then main living was on the second level. That style home gives you tons of living space on the open concept kitchen, family, dining room floor. It also has great light from the front of the house coming in, and then awesome views because you're set up higher. Not everyone likes walking up the stairs with their groceries or babies, but I think it's worth the trade-off. These homes were built in the 1990s through the early 2000s, and there's actually still construction going on. Another great neighborhood is Columbia View. It's just south of Summer Slope, slightly newer than Summer Slope, priced in the 500s through 700s. Schools are Washougal Schools, Gauze Elementary. Homes in here were built in the mid-2000s through the early 2010s. Here's another one, Magnolia Heights and Magnolia Ridge. My parents and husband actually developed this community. This was supposed to be the site of the Parade of Homes in 2020, but obviously that was doomed because of the pandemic. Richmond American Homes and Pacific Lifestyle Homes ended up buying the lots in here and building it out, and there are a few one-off custom homes in there as well. Prices in here start in the mid-800s and go above $1 million. This neighborhood is on the west side of Washougal, so it's actually Canvas School District, and it's Lacamas Lake Elementary, even though Woodburn is like right there. It's just how it worked for them right then. Amenities is very close to Round Lake Park, which has fantastic walking trails and is very scenic and beautiful. Easy access to downtown Camas and obviously to the freeways, and those are all new construction, 2020 and newer. Orchard Hills is another great neighborhood, price-wise 500s to 700s. Columbia River Gorge Elementary School, same Washougal Middle and High School as everyone else. Year built early 2000s, some newer like 2017. They have a golf course, and you can find more about being a member on their website, and I put that in the description below. Crown Pointe Estates is another great one. Their prices start in the high 600s up to the $800,000 range. Hathaway Elementary School is what you'd feed into. Homes were built in 2008 and newer, and this neighborhood is close to the Washougal River and the Sandy swimming hole in particular, and has easy access to Highway 14 and to downtown Camas. Province Estates is very close to Magnolia Heights, just down Crown Road to get there. These are all custom homes, and some have a very, very sleek and modern look. On the low end, you can get a home in here for around $800,000, but most of them selling for about $1 million or more. This is in the Camas School District, and these are all new construction. Okay, so use the link below to have me send you my little map where here, I'll put it up here. It should be in this area. Stars on each of these neighborhoods, and I also included like one address per neighborhood. So if you do have feet on the ground, the best thing you can do is just go drive around Washougal. Washougal is really big. This is like a very small portion of the neighborhoods in Washougal, and how I identified these neighborhoods was yes, I've sold some homes in these neighborhoods, so I know that I like them, but I also looked at number of listings, that these are neighborhoods that we are seeing more listings. So if you are interested in having a search set up for homes in a certain price range in Washougal or in a certain neighborhood, just let me know, because I can easily set that up through my website. And if you are just chomping at the bit to start looking for homes, I'm going to put a link to my website in the description as well, so that you can just go ahead and get started. You can set that up. I definitely will call you to make sure the search is set up correctly, and then we can take it from there. All right, I hope that you have an awesome day, and thank you for watching.